All right, welcome everyone to another local live, our first local live of the season here from Anodyne. Local Live is sponsored by Trapper Schoepp. We believe good food brings us together.
I do too. I believe that as well. Sid, hello, Sid. It's
Hi, Matt. How are you?
a beautiful night here in Walker's Point at Anodyne, and boy, oh boy, do we have a show for you. We have the one and only, one of Milwaukee's finest, Milwaukee's prodigal son, Trapper Schoepp, will be performing this evening. Trapper has a new record just released. It is fantastic. It is entitled Osborne. We will be talking about that this evening. We're going to be hearing a lot of songs from that record, maybe hearing some older songs as well. What else do we need to say? We should get to it. Tonight's show is being live streamed. You can watch along at WMSC.org, as well as on WMSC's Facebook page and YouTube channel. Shall we get to the action? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the one, the very only, Trapper Schoepp.
Don't get caught in the devil's kettle. There's thorns and thistles and knots and nettles in. You go down where the river splits. You have to answer for it. A storm's raging, don't rock the boat. God won't answer anybody's home float. Way down deep, yes, sail, sink and settle. Down to the bottom of the devil's kettle. Don't get caught in the devil's kettle. There's thorns and thistles and rocks and nettles here. You go down where the river splits. You have to answer for it. Won't wash the shore like Jonah before. The belly of the beast always hungry for more. Look out, boys, a fleet of Soviet vessels batten down the hatches. The devil's kettle, and don't get caught in the devil's kettle. There's thorns and thistles and knots and nettles here. You go down where the river splits. You have to answer for it. Think I saw El Capone up this way from Cecil Road. Driver hit the gas, he's got scores to settle. Way down deep in the devil's kettle. Don't the chest. He's giving me a bonus for when I can't see him. Seal them in an envelope so they wouldn't see him. And you ain't gave me nothing. You ain't gave me nothing but a loaded gun. You ain't gave me nothing. You ain't gave me nothing but a loaded gun. Childproof lid jingles like a tambourine where I once hid. It ought to be a crime, the whole world should know your face on a true crime reality show. You ain't give me nothing. You ain't give me nothing but a loaded gun. You ain't give me nothing. You ain't give me nothing but a loaded gun.
I've got to say, Trapper, it sounds amazing. Now, before we get into all the tough questions, because there's not going to be any, please introduce your band, because you've got like a who's who of the local music scene happening up there.
All the way from Bayview, Wisconsin, ladies and gentlemen, tonight on the Big Bad Bass, we have Daniel Wolf! And over here on the Squire Jazz Master, we have David Schuyler. That was a strange voice. I gotta workshop that. Back there on the drums, the earth shaking, love making, we have Nez.
That is indeed a who's who up there. Very nice.
That really is. You've got members from Dead Horses, from Devil Met Contention. Actually, really good stuff happening up there. All right, let's talk about this record, Trapper. I know it's a record that came from your heart. I think all of your records come from your heart, but this one came from a lot of experiences that you went through for the last 2 years. I mean, you named the record off of the rehabilitation center that you were at. Also, a salute to Ozzy Osbourne. Rest in peace. Did you find it difficult to kind of put all your struggles out into the open like that?
Not at the time. No, when you're in that sort of state, it's like, I had maybe 3 weeks between when I went to rehab to the recording studio, and in between that time, I basically took the last 10 years of debauchery and I tried to squeeze them into 10 songs. So I tried to not leave out anything, straight from the heart, no fear. And, on the way there, I texted a friend of mine and I said, if Ozzy Osbourne can make it through Hazleton, then sure I can too. And he just went, okay. It's like, you think this is going to be summer camp, but the joke was on me. When I got there, I ended up in the Osbourne wing of the Hazleton Rehab Center. And thought, well, damn, what does this all mean? There were copies of the Osbournes out, and there was a guitar that Eric Clapton had donated to this, the wing, and heavy metal artwork. It was quite a scene. So, it was, you asked if it was hard. No, it didn't seem hard at the time because I was so in that, I was still
very much. So in rehab, it felt like when I went to go record this album. We called it Rehab Part 2,
I feel like you've helped a lot of people though with this record. I mean, it seems to me, even when I've played it, I've had people call up and said that like they hear your record and spoken to them directly. Have you found that when you've gone out and played it, that people have approached you and said like, thank you for being so honest about what you've gone through? Because let's face it, everybody here in Milwaukee and around Wisconsin and around the world, but I'm going to focus on Wisconsin and Milwaukee, feel like they've seen you grow. They know you from Trapper Schoepp and the Shades when you were young and ambitious and all of that, and they've seen you grow into being just the Bob Dylan song that you finished. And I don't know. I don't know if you've experienced that yourself while you've been playing out and about.
What was the question?
Just that, have you had people come up and shared their experiences with you?
Yeah, more emails from middle-aged men saying, I got 32 years of sobriety under my belt, one day at a time, sort of stuff. And yeah, I think there is a vulnerable element to it when you turn the focus on yourself. I've been really good at writing about other people, whether it's my great-great-great-grandfather Olaf Johnson, who, we'll get to in a minute, or writing about soldiers with PTSD, or, songs about everyone other than myself. So then this album, I'm like, whoa, plot twist, let's try this out. And yeah, when I did it, I was like, no fear. I can't leave anything out. Because I thought if I took a half measure with it, it was just going to end up, leaving out a lot. So it was easier to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God.
Fair enough.
I think it's also important, and I know I've read this in other interviews you've done leading up to this album, that you didn't want this to be, and obviously we're talking about some heavy stuff here, but you didn't want this record to be this maudlin kind of woe is me, sad sack, doom and gloom thing. You were kind of aiming for a more celebratory tone, which I think comes through in a lot of the songs. The last one you just played, Loaded, which is about some serious stuff. I mean, it's about addiction. But it's kind of this kind of uplifting pop song. So why did you feel that important? That was important to kind of go that route instead of making a, sad sack, doom and gloom album. Why make it more celebratory? Why was that important to you?
I think it was the nature of who I worked with, partly. A fellow named Mike Viola, and he most famously wrote and sang That Thing You Do, and has been a producer for lots of cool artists like Andrew Bird and Dawes and all this and that. And then the other producer, Tyler Chester, he has this church basement in Glendale, California, where we did it. And it was quite funny singing these songs. We joked that it was like my exorcism. We were in like this church basement getting it all out. But yeah, I think just crying in your beer songs about sobriety, we've been there, got the shirt, done that whole thing. But this album focuses more on, other substances, opioids. And I don't think that there's as much of that in popular music these days. So I thought that if I'm going to do that, if I'm going to sing about my experiences with opioid pills and other substances, to make it fun. Because we've all heard the sad crying in your beer sort of recovery songs. It's been done many times, So.
Is that why you chose the Flying V for your guitar?
The Flying V showed up on my porch one day, and I didn't choose it, it chose me. So.
Fantastic.
Well, it definitely thinking of kind of this a little lighter tone, definitely the video for Loaded, which folks have not seen, features Milwaukee legend Mark Borchardt. Please, just how did you hook up with Mark for that video? Because he's a perfect choice for this kind of evil doctor kind of looming in the background. It's a great video.
Mark is my neighbor, so if he said no, we'd have to always go through that, you know. But so many people ask me, they're like, how did you get Mark to, like, star in this? How did you get him to, like, be on camera?
How'd you get him to go inside?
You know? I was like, I just asked him.
Yeah.
He's just a neighbor of mine, and yeah, he has quite an energy and personality, and I think he wanted to know a lot about the concept and where we were coming from, and then once that was all out there, he was all in.
Very cool. Well, I think it's time for another set of music.
I think it is.
All right, let's go. Trapper Schoepp, everyone.
The Kentucky Derby won't let me be. I had a good seat, but I'd retreat to an HD TV at the bar. She saw my scars, said I had ADHD, 'cause I could not finish the race. I was moving faster than the horse in first place. In the Kentucky Derby, and all the liquor is making me sicker, and all my horses should have been quicker. I told myself that I had nothing to lose until I lost it all. In the Kentucky Derby, I put my money in a trust till all my biggest bets went bust. Like a present on Christmas morn, where Jesus wasn't born. I came back to you, plundered and drew from your S&P 500 for the Daytona Beach. 500, and all the liquor is making me sicker, and all my horses should have been quicker. I told myself that I had nothing to lose until I lost it all. Grass, I'm mowing lawns, busting my ass. I out of excuses, apologies. I'm out of rhymes, as you can see. Now I'm out of money, but I still got time. Next year at 6 p.m. time, won't be lined up in the Kentucky Derby. The Kentucky Derby won't let me be.
Yeah, so I was in the Osborne unit, and they said, Trapper, you have to journal every day about your experience here at Hazleton. And I said, can I write songs? They said, fine. And, I thought with this one, I would go back to, I think, sort of a mantra that every cigarette smoker or, addict of any kind has said, it's tomorrow's for quitting. It's always tomorrow. It's always tomorrow. It's always next time. But this is a pretty funny tune, so you can laugh along with me if you will.
Tomorrow's for quitting, this time it is true. If you think you got a problem, then you probably do. From barroom to bedroom and doctor to dealer, tomorrow's for quitting, but tonight you're a cheater. Tomorrow's for quitting and not to last ride. Tomorrow's for cleaning the mess you can't hide. You've been saying so long, this time it will stick. Tomorrow's for quitting, here's the one last fix. Tomorrow's for quitting, this time it is true. If you think you got a problem, then you probably do. From barroom to bedroom and doctor to dealer, tomorrow's for quitting, but tonight you're a cheater. Tomorrow's for quitting, but you'll find an excuse to tell one more lie instead of the truth. That smiley face pill, it don't make you a better lover. Tomorrow's for quit, tonight you're under the covers. Tomorrow's for quitting, this time it is true. If you think you got a problem, then you probably do. From barroom to bedroom and doctor to dealer, tomorrow's for quitting, but tonight you're a cheater. But it's postponed. You got enough stuff to forever be stoned. Your new high is just a new low. Tomorrow's for quitting, tomorrow was so long ago. Tomorrow's for quitting, yes, it's high time to keep a close watch and walk that line. They'll give you a medal for staying on track, for being a quitter and not going back, for being a quitter and not going back.
two, 1, 2, 3, 4. In the headlights, a semi jackknifed. I felt alright when they shut down I-80, pulled over to the shoulder. I took a interlude in a snowed-in mood. I saw a movie, an unexpected journey. Felt like Martin Freeman when he was first leaving. I'm waiting for the road to thaw. Waiting for the road to thaw in a town called Oka-la-la-la, 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 oh, oh. Then he got the best rates at that Super 8, and I dreamt I'd skate with sugar on the black ice. It felt like yesterday. Oh wait, it was. I was under the LA sun. Wish I got to Omaha. Wish I got to Omaha. Not Oka-la-la-la, 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 Oka-la-la-la. Well, I watched the news at night, saw a car that could have been mine. It was crushed like a can. Travel safe, said the weatherman. I'm waiting for the road to thaw. Wish I got to Omaha. Not Oka-la-la-la, 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 oh, oh. Oka-la-la-la, 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 la-la-la-la, Oka-la-la-la, Oka-la-la-la, oh, oh. I'm waiting for the road to thaw. Wish I got to Omaha.